I know that on Afghanistan, you're planning on hosting an international aid conference on September 13th. Tell me what you think can be accomplished, and are we heading towards civil war right now in that country?
Let's hope not, but there is a lot of unpredictability. I think the international community knows, more or less, and everybody is in agreement, what would be necessary. I think it would be good that the country could stabilize and civil war could be avoided. I think it would be very important that the country would not be anymore a sanctuary for terrorists operating in other areas. I think it would be very important that, of course, I don't want to transform Afghanistan in Sweden, but that in Afghanistan a number of basic rights, namely for women and girls, would be respected. And we all want the government to be inclusive and to allow for the different ethnic groups to be represented. I mean, this is what we want. And I think the international community has some leverage. First, the Taliban wants recognition. Second, there are sanctions that they want to see disappearing. And third, they need international financial support. I mean, and at the present moment, as you know, the accounts of Afghanistan are frozen by the United States. The IMF and the World Bank are not providing any resource. There is a serious cash problem in the country. So, I mean, there is leverage. But it would be necessary for all the elements of the international community to come together and to engage with the Taliban positively, because I think we need to engage with the reality that is there, but at the same time to provide the Taliban the idea that they can become part of a normal world if they are able to do a number of things that are the things I described. It's not yet clear the international community will be able to do so. We have seen the Security Council resolution is a bit weakened and it had 2 abstentions. So it's not, we are not in a unanimous mood. What we decided to do as UN was to make a bet that if, first of all, humanitarian aid is necessary, people are dying, I mean, so it's an obligation. But second, if we are able to prove to the Taliban that we can, in relation to humanitarian aid, support the people of Afghanistan effectively, which also they need, obviously, I think we gain leverage to be able to obtain from them conditions for us to work properly, which means impartial distribution of aid to everybody, which means women allowed to work, which means that the girls can go to school and things of this sort. So what I decided to do, because I mean, I have no army, I have no financial power, what I decided to do, I sent my Secretary-General on Humanitarian Affairs. That corresponds to, I would say, a ministerial level. Mm-hmm. And he was the first person at ministerial level that went to Kabul. And Qatar was instrumental in allowing that to happen. He went there a few days ago. He met with key Taliban leaders. And we tried to establish a platform to see how humanitarian aid and the conditions to make it acceptable could work. Based on that, we launched yesterday an appeal, and I'm convening a ministerial conference in Geneva on Monday in order to be able to mobilize international financial support. And what I think is real is that talking to all the countries, they are ready to support humanitarian aid to Afghanistan. Many are not ready to do many other things.
Did that meeting make you feel that the Taliban is prepared to act more pragmatically in order to maintain some level of connection?
That was the message conveyed by the Taliban. But if there is something about Afghanistan that I am totally convinced is that the situation is still unpredictable.